everyone, and welcome to Henna by Haley. Today, we are going to discuss ways to practice henna. First, we are going to need to gather our supplies, and then I'm going to show you a few henna drills to practice to improve your skills and techniques. To begin, let's gather our materials.
The first thing you are going to need is a clear plastic page protector. Next, you will need a white sheet of paper, which you will insert into the page protector. Lastly, you are going to need a henna cone filled with your choice of paint, lotion, or old henna. Any of these options will work and will give the effect of using actual henna. Today, I will be using old henna.
Now that we have all of our supplies, let's move on to a few drills to practice.
The first drill that you should practice is draping lines. To do this, hover the tip of the cone slightly above the paper and apply pressure while dragging the line across the page. Don't worry if your line breaks because you can always go back over it and fill as needed. I recommend filling up a page or two just by practicing draping lines. Once you have established the basic drill of draping lines, you can then try to make a few easy shapes. The first shape that I recommend you try is a square. Squares are super easy because you're just connecting 4 draped lines. You can then try to make triangles and rectangles as well. Circles are slightly harder to make, but you can practice those once you're good with the other shapes. Next, you will want to practice dots. Dots are super simple to create because you just apply pressure while placing the tip of the cone on the page. Placing more or less pressure will allow you to create different sizes of dots. This means that the more pressure you apply, the bigger the dot. You can also make dots by draping a circle and then filling or flooding the circle. Another drill to practice is scallops. First, drape a long line across the page. Then start to make humps of the same size across the line by draping curved lines. It is helpful to try making scallops of different lengths and sizes. If you are having trouble making them all the same size, you can drape a line on the bottom and a line on the top to guide you as you practice the scallops. A somewhat difficult drill to practice is going to be swirls. You can start by creating a circular shape and then swirl it towards the center. In the middle of the swirl, you can place a dot or you can taper off the edge. The last drill to practice is vines. Start by draping a small line across the page. For this first type of vine, I like to make a short line and then place a dot on the end. For practicing, I like to do a few of these on the top and the bottom. For the other type of vine, start with a dot and then pull the line inwards towards the middle. Again, I do this for both the top and bottom of the vine equally. Once all of the little dots are done, you can then make a leaf shape by using the tip of your cone and carefully dragging it through the henna. You can also add a leaf on top of the vine to finish it off. For all of these drills, I recommend that you fill up a full page or a half a page for each one. The drill that is most important to establish is draping lines because each of the other elements are built off of it. Each of these skills are going to take much time and practice to fully develop, but eventually your hand will start to remember the movements and the drills will become easier.
Alright, well I hope that you learned a few ways to practice henna and will apply some of these techniques during your next practice session. Once you are efficient in all of these elements, you will be able to combine them together to create beautiful designs. Have a good day and see you next time.